Hi, today we're going to be talking about the 7th tutorial of the VARS-TOOL package. This tutorial covers sensitivity analysis of an external model with one output. The objective of this notebook is to run a sensitivity analysis when the model is not directly coupled with the VARS/G-VARS program, for example when the model is written in a different programming language. There are 3 steps to running this. First, run parts of VARS/G-VARS that generate all sample points based on the given distributional properties of interest and print them in a .csv file. Step 2, independent of VARS-TOOL, read all those inputs set from the .csv file, execute the external model for each row to obtain the respective outputs, and add those outputs as a new column to the .csv file. Step 3, read in the updated .csv file with the model outputs and run the rest of VARS/G-VARS to generate all the sensitivity indices. These steps will be explained further as we go through the tutorial. An example research question for this exercise could be, consider a research question similar to that of exercise 2 or 3 if you've watched those, with the only difference that the model you have to deal with is external to the Python environment. For example, it is an executable file. Now, let it be noted that I did run the Jupyter notebook beforehand, so all the cells will already have been run. But to show you, to run a cell, press Shift-Enter, and a new number should pop up. Now we will set up 2 offline experiments, one with VARS and the other with G-VARS. Both of these experiments are with the Ishigami function, assuming that it's run externally. For a real external model, the user follows the same steps with the experimental attributes set in accordance with that model. Experiment 1 is VARS, experiment 2 is G-VARS. Here we define our experiments. We create our parameters variable, which is a dictionary with the keys being the variable names and the values being the lower and upper bounds. Similar for G-VARS, except the values are the distribution parameters and the distribution type, and we also need to include a correlation matrix that is a NumPy array. The rest of the parameters are similar and can be set up to however you desire. Now, we run the initial parts of VARS/G-VARS to generate all sample points. We do this by using the function generate* to generate all star points and print them in a .csv file as shown here. We run the generate* function, and then we print them to a CSV file using the .toCSV function in pandas. Same thing for G-VARS. These loading bars are just for the fictive matrix, which are not a part of the VARS program. Now, for step 2, you may leave this notebook, run your model externally for all the inputs set printed in the above .csv file, and then add the respective model outputs to that .csv file in a new column. When you are done with this step, proceed to the next step. You can also find in the appendix of the tutorial an exercise on how to run your function. Now, for step 3, we read in the outputs of the external model and run the rest of VARS/G-VARS. We do this by using the pandas function called read_CSV, and then we should get a model frame that looks similar to what our CSV file would be. It is important to include the index_call equal to 0, 1, 2 so that the centers and params do not overlap. Same thing for experiment 2. Here we run experiment 1. I've already ran it, so the loading bars are complete. And now we can look at a plot of IVARS from experiment 1. And we can see the results shown here. Now we can run experiment 2. I've already done that, so the loading bars are complete. And we can look at a plot from IVARS from experiment 2. As you can see, there's a little bit of a difference as it's G-VARS. That's it for tutorial 7. Thanks for watching.